Hey, I'm KIC, and I think we're going to have ourselves a fairly busy week here in Navezgane. That's what us locals to Navezgane call it. We call it Navezgane, just in case you didn't know. Did you see that? Right there. Right. I don't know. Where's my camera at? Somewhere that way. Some concrete just set. So this whole thing, which we kind of set up, I don't know, a couple days ago, we're just going to say, it's more or less ready to go. In terms of, you know, got a bunch of junk moved in here. I also, off camera, took care of getting, oh crud, where'd I put it? Oh, there it is. There's all the crushed sand. Getting some crushed sand, because we gonna need it, I think. We are absolutely going to need it. One of the things we need to start off with today, and I don't even know if I can do it. Can I make a cement mixer? I mean, I know we're going to need the workbench and all that jazz, but I just want to see. We have what we need. We don't have springs on hand. Okay. That, oh man, that, I don't know. That kind of creates a problem for me. So this box right here has all of the things that need to be placed. None of them can go down here. This is going to be danger zone down here, I would suspect. Therefore, that means we need... Therefore, that means... Well, let's just double up on that stuff. Therefore, we need additional concrete so we can finish off the roof. I remember that now. Allow me to put those things back, because they're not going to help at the moment. Although, I'm just thinking about it here. Do we have a functioning workbench over here? If not, it might be a good idea to add one. We can just throw it in here. I mean, we don't care about this building, right? Although I have thought about maybe using it as a horde base instead. Oh, holy crap. How did I not open that box? And no one said you missed a box. For shame. For shame. That what I got, right? I'm just making sure now. All of a sudden, I'm paranoid. I'm like, did I open everything? Okay, we're good. Man, I feel terrible. I missed a box. That could have had something amazing in it, like 73,511 concrete mixes ready to go. That would have made my life just wonderful. So if we were to put a workbench together, I mean, we're going to need a hammer. And that's about all I remember. Hammer, a wrench, forged iron, mechanical parts, etc., etc. I don't even know if we have that many... We don't have that many forged irons, which presents a problem because then we need to put a forge down. I'm trying not to put anything down yet because I wanted to do everything upstairs, but I'm a little concerned about things upstairs. Well, about having a floor in place for it. We only have 10 concrete mix. I guess we could... Oh man, we could replace all of these guys with wood and go chop down several trees and do it that way. We have a bunch of metal in here, I think, right? We could do metal floors, and that would probably be sufficient for our purposes. I'm not necessarily opposed to that idea. I mean, how bad is this going to be? That's not too shabby. I mean, 3 swings and a crap ton of fire essence. That's not bad. Because we'll end up wanting the fire essence for something anyway. Oh, 8 health left over? Are you kidding me? That's a stinker right there. But look at that, bunch of tier 4 essence. That's not shabby at all. Hello down there. I had a cat pulling on my headphone speaker. Headphone speaker? Wire. Holy moly, man. What in the world did I just say? It's been a long week, people. It's been a long, long week, and I realize this is Monday. I'm recording it on Friday, okay? It was a long week. Check you out. You're hooking up the lightning essence. I like you. I like that pine. So theoretically, this one will have lightning essence too, and we can replant all these things. Plant them a little further away so that we still have the resources available. They're just not drawing as much on the CPU and the GPU by being right there, you know? Here, let's go ahead and do that. I like to be a Johnny Appleseed from time to time. Just kind of plant at random right here. I'm not really... There's no rhyme or reason. Nope. Try that again. There you go. That looks great. I'm fine with that. So that gives us 1,200 wood. That's probably sufficient for what I want to do right now. So here, let's go ahead and grab some wood frames, and we're going to need more than 30. So maybe 60 will be sufficient? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I should mention, too, since it's the start of a week, that we will, at some point, be doing some Alpha 18 streaming on the channel. I mean, I say at some point, and I mean during the streamer weekend, so... sorry, I'm going to get it a couple days before you do. I mean, it's kind of crappy in a way, right? I mean, I get it. But at the same time, I am very pleased. I think that's a nice way to say that. That I get to do that. It's a pretty cool thing. I'm very appreciative of that. So here, let's pick these things up. I want to try to be more careful about what I pick up than where I stand, apparently. So I don't want to... I guess there's really no need to be up here to do this, is there? I don't want to break any of these frames. I mean, you know, resources and all. There we go, that'll be fine. And then I'm just going to bounce back up, because this... come now. Stay up there! I don't know. I just like being up here to do this. It just feels faster. Whether it is, I couldn't tell you. But my perception of it is that it is. And as we all know, perception is reality. Therefore, it must be faster. So I'm just trying to lay all this stuff out as quickly as I can. This would be great if you could do like a shift click, like an Empyrean, and just have it put a row of stuff down, or, you know, basically figuring out a plane, you know. I want to do this entire area right here. That would be fantastic if we could do that. Hint, hint. I mean, I get it. There are a lot of things that go on in that. It's probably not a super easy thing to do, but it would be awesome. Because we end up spending a lot of time doing this. See, 60 wasn't even enough. Holy cow, dude. Let me put that down there, because we're going to need that. I might have bitten off more than I can chew for such a short amount of time. I think we'll have something ready by day 21. Whether it's here or in the tool store, I'm not sure. Because there's a lot of work to be done over here. I mean, it takes a while to do all this stuff. Especially when you fall down. How did I even manage that? I don't even know. I want to say that's good enough for right now, because we're almost out of wood. I mean, well, I guess I can finish it off. I don't know. I thought I had a little less than that. Never mind. Anyway, we're doing pretty good on stuff. Got this entire thing upgraded to the tier 2 of wood. It's not going to stay this way. Don't have the materials on hand to do the rest of the upgrading, but for right now, this is sufficient because it at least provides a ceiling. So the next thing we're going to need is all the metals. And then at some point, we will be upgrading some things here. Let me drop off all these essences. Man, that was really kind of fortunate in a way. I mean, we're going to end up getting some more because we got to go chop down more trees. I mean, we got to play the Lumberjack song, like for... just put it on repeat, you know, put it on loop. Because we got stuff to do. But that's okay. Where are we at right now with stuff? Time is getting a little... time is starting to run away a little bit. I don't know, I'm trying to get an overall idea of where everything is. We're just about at the end of day 15, so that gives us 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 6 days if you didn't want to count along with me there and you were, you know, ahead of me. There you go. Good on you. You can count faster than I can. Pat yourself on the back. I'm going to get some lightning essence because I can. If I remember, we can get all of the essences by way of trees by backtracking a little bit. Well, actually, you don't need to because we're getting the lightning and the fire here, although we can get a lot more fire there. And then somewhere over here, if we go up north, and we could probably go north elsewhere too. It's just that's where we last actually saw it. We have the snowy biome, the winter wonderland biome, and we can just go roll in the cold essence, the ice essence. Unfortunately, this is one of those things that's not very exciting, but it is highly necessary, and if you play in survival, you know that running around and gathering stuff is just, it's necessary. It's fine, it's no big deal. It's funny, I was just doing a stream, no water, alright, never mind, of No Man's Sky the other day. At least by the time you see this, so if you were there for that, cool, thanks for joining, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Hope you did too. But for me, that game, at least right now, and probably because I haven't played enough of it and haven't gotten to that point just yet, it's kind of a kick-back, relax game for me. Even though there's a lot of gathering. There really is. Let's go ahead and switch to a spell. There's no shortage of gathering going on in that game. Of resource juggling. I mean, in some respects, it is much, much worse than this game, if for no other reason than you have such a tiny backpack. And yeah, I know you can increase size of stuff and all that, I just haven't really played far enough to do that. So early on, there's a lot of juggling, we can say. But because it's not, well, it is. I'm just not playing it that way. I'm not playing it as a survival game, so it's very kickback for me. It's relaxing. I didn't expect it to be that way. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I kind of dig that, so I might do a little more of that stuff on the channel. It's a nice divergence from zombies and apocalypse. I don't know. I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing against zombies and apocalypse. I mean, clearly. Come on. Been playing this game for how long? And I just was telling you I'm going to be playing it on the streamer weekend. Yeah. I like this game. I do. That should be fairly obvious. Let's go ahead and get a door up and running. Even if we don't really have the materials to make a great one, we can at least make a door. A nice, secure wood door. Door. Okay. There it is. Holy moly. I couldn't see it against the concrete or something. I don't know. That was awful. My bad. Let's get some nice purpley light out here. Gonna do a little purple. Why not? A little lavender, a little violet, I don't know. Something. Do we have cotton in there? We sure do. We don't have that stuff in there. That's fine. We need to drink some water, though. Probably should go make some more, which gets back to the whole point of what we're doing today, which is, namely, getting this place habitable. I mean, by technicality, it sort of is right now, but it's missing a lot of things. So, here's what I'm going to do for the next while. Okay, and everything is nice and upgraded to at least another level. Guess what I should probably do? Although I do start to wonder a little bit about this. We start to get in questions of weight and all of that sort of jazz. But I do want to upgrade this stuff at some point. So maybe I'll just go right here and I'll just find out if I crash the roof. I don't know, I might not. Didn't really mean to upgrade those ones. My bad. Whatever, they'll be fine. Eventually, I want this to be entirely concrete anyway, so it doesn't matter right now, right? And I'm thinking because we have such a narrow structure, there's only 7 spaces between. There's a pretty good amount of structural integrity here by way of, well, these upgraded metal. I think they'll be sufficient, so what we can do, though, and this is going to be crappy, but it'll work for the time being, I think. So we're going to grab all of these ones, and we're going to basically build another wall that at some point we shall put together. But we're going to just do something like this. And I think... see, this is where I start to get into questions of how do I want to do this? And the answer is I'm not entirely certain. But I think what I want to do is just go all the way up with this and not worry about having too complicated of stuff here. So we will do a little bit of complex, but we're not going to do a ton of complex. Did I just hear someone down there? Maybe not. Okay. So we'll do 1, 2, and then 3, and then 1, 2, and then 3. Does that look good? I think I want to go the other way. I want to go this way. I think that would look better. And maybe we'll do something like this. So we're going to go 1 and 1. We'll need to go higher than this. This is just kind of preparing things for now. Right? Just kind of getting things ready. So we said 1 and then 2. So here, let's do this. We'll start putting all this in place. I think we're going to have enough frames to do all this stuff. If not, it's not the end of the world, right? It's never the end of the world, except when it already is. So, you know, it's already the end of the world. What more can happen at this point? It's not like the zombies or anything like that can learn how to cast spells or that sort of thing. I mean, we don't have that to worry about. So, you know, not a big deal. Oh, wait, what's that? They're telling me in my earpiece there that the zombies actually are going to be casting spells, and that's coming pretty quickly here. Well, crap. That's going to be challenging. Okay, then. Well, in that case, I'm glad we have set things up the way we have. Now, I'll probably end up doing something dumb here. I don't know. I'm not sure just yet. I gotta figure out how to fit all this stuff in that I want in here, but there is kind of a rhyme and a reason to this. It may not be obvious just yet, and that's fine. It doesn't need to be. Switch to that guy. So, nope, wrong box. This box. I'm gonna grab all of these things right here. So we're gonna grab all of these guys, and then before we go too much further, I'm gonna go right here. And it's not going to work just yet because I need to pick up those. We're going to make a land claim block. And then while I'm thinking about it, let's just go ahead and upgrade this guy. Okay, you are upgraded. That was exciting. That was some great upgrading action right there. That was really nice. We're going to put this in place right there. Did I turn the lights on? No, I did. Okay. I don't know if I want to leave that on or not. It's kind of weird. Like, it just seems kind of strange to have this magical green light everywhere. I don't know. It has its uses, don't get me wrong. It just, I'm not sure that a big green light everywhere is the aesthetic I'm going for. I'm going to need to break a hole into the floor at some point here. I'm just not sure when and where that will be. And actually, I don't even know if I want to do that now that I think about it. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to do it that way. Whatever. We'll figure this out. I do want to start putting some of these things down because I kind of need to use some of them. Let's see. We can do that right there. And since we have a land claim block in place, it's not a big deal to pick this stuff up right now. It's kind of nice. And then we need our forge. I'll just put the forge right next to it. That's okay. And we have so many arcane things going on here that it's kind of ridiculous how many of them we have. I don't like having the fireplace just sitting on nothing. Can I do a wood pillar? Could do a wood log. I'm fine with that. So we're going to do a wood log right there, and then we can put the campfire right on top of that. That looks nice. I'm okay with that. That kind of crams everything in there, and that still leaves a little room for, I don't know, something over here. Probably a mixer right here. And then maybe a chem station. I'm not sure. We'll see if we need to go that way. But I do want to get the mixer up and running actually right now. Let's start working on that. We kind of need that sooner rather than later. So we need those guys, those guys, those guys, and one of the many, many engines that are just lying about free to take. Actually, it's not that many. I've been pretty fortunate on the engine front so far. I sometimes am, though, so, you know. Okay. Oh, crap. We don't have enough, so that means we need to do some forging. And all that metal and crap we had in there is long since gone. That's a shame. But we do have a sledgehammer we can throw in there, and we can throw in a crappy wrench. That'll kind of help kickstart the fuel. Well, not the fuel, the, whatever, the metal in there. But we're going to need to go grab some clay. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. So why don't I do this? I'll tell you what. I'll get that started. And then I'm going to grab my shovel. Wherever it is. There it is. And I don't think there's any clay just kicking around in here. Is there? There is. We're going to go through that in a hurry. 350 is nothing. So I want to go do some digging for the night. Well, not for the night, but for a spell. So when we rejoin on the morrow, we will have clay, we will have metal in the forge, and we can get started on making a mixer, which is going to be desperately needed, if it isn't already desperately needed. So I'll catch you next one. Until then, thanks for watching. See you later.